Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Thousands of protesters have taken to the streets in Minneapolis, and students across the United States staged walkouts to demand the withdrawal of federal immigration agents from Minnesota following the fatal shootings of 2 US citizens. Students and teachers abandoned classes from California to New York on a national day of protest, which came amid mixed messages from the Trump administration about whether it would de-escalate Operation Metro Surge. Several thousand people gathered in downtown Minneapolis in sub-freezing temperatures, including families with small kids, elderly couples, and young activists. The US State Department has approved more than $6.5 billion in potential military sales to Israel in 3 separate contracts. The Pentagon said the US State Department approved a potential sale of Joint Light Tactical Vehicle and related equipment for an estimated cost of $1.98 billion, and another sale of AH-64E Apache helicopters for $3.8 billion. A third military contract was also awarded for $740 million.
US President Donald Trump says he plans to engage in talks with Iran amid escalating tensions, while Washington moves additional warships toward Iranian waters. Trump told reporters, "I am planning on it. It would be great if we didn't have to use the deployed ships." Pentagon Chief Pete Hegseth confirmed the military is prepared to act on the president's orders. Iran stressed defense readiness over negotiations. Army Commander Amir Hamati announced 1,000 new strategic drones, and negotiator Kazem Garibabadi said Tehran's priority is full preparedness. Regional diplomacy continues, with Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi set for talks in Turkey, even as the US fleet, led by USS Abraham Lincoln, positions near Iranian waters.
Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan met Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi in Ankara amid rising tensions between Tehran and Washington. Turkey says it is ready to facilitate dialogue as Iran signals openness to talks with the US, but insists its defense capabilities are off the table.
US President Donald Trump cautions Britain against pursuing business deals with China as UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer met Chinese President Xi Jinping to reset relations. Trump told reporters, "Well, it's very dangerous for them to do that," without giving details, while Starmer held talks in Beijing, focusing on market access, lower tariffs, and investment agreements. Starmer, the first British PM to visit China since 2018, described meetings with Xi as very warm and noted progress on visa-free travel and reduced whiskey tariffs. He emphasized Britain would maintain strong ties with both the US and China.
Donald Trump has chosen former Federal Reserve Governor Kevin Warsh to head the US Central Bank when Jerome Powell's leadership term ends in May, giving a frequent Fed critic a chance to put his idea of monetary policy regime change into practice, at a moment when the president has pushed for more control over the central bank. The Fed has long been seen as a stabilizing force in global financial markets, due in no small part to its perceived independence from politics. The US Justice Department has released a final cache of millions of documents linked to late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein under a new transparency law. Officials say the files include millions of pages, thousands of videos and images, though many sections remain heavily redacted. More than 200 people have been killed this week in a collapse at the Rubaya coltan mine in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. The collapse occurred on Wednesday, and the precise toll was still unclear as of Friday evening. The spokesperson for the rebel-appointed governor of the province where the mine is located said more than 200 people were victims of this landslide, including minors, children, and market women. Some people were rescued just in time and have serious injuries. Catherine O'Hara, the shape-shifting Canadian comic actor whose characters ranged from the deliriously theatrical Moira Rose in Schitt's Creek to the frantic mother in Home Alone, has died at 71, prompting an outpouring of tributes led by her co-star Macaulay Culkin and Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney. A representative from the office of her manager confirmed the death of O'Hara. The BBC reported she died on Friday at her home in Los Angeles following a brief illness. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.